Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know, if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. I hope everybody had a blessed and productive Wednesday. Everybody was able to get through the hustle and bustle of the day. We almost to the holiday weekend. Hope everybody is safe going to whatever travels they're going to. Hopefully, y'all enjoy yourselves with your friends, family, and everybody else. Yo, salute, bro. I also want to take the time to thank people who popped in this morning. Like I said, that conversation was real and needed to be bought, just like tonight's conversation needs to be bought. Yo, Slewfoot, salute. The title is clear as day. And I think it's really time for people to take heed to that message. If you're going through certain things in life, no matter what it is, you need to open your mouth and say something. If you're unhappy with whatever's going on in your life, if you're unhappy with situation you might be in, you need to open your mouth and say something. Either that or you need to stand up and fix something. Not that hard to really realize. Some people have mental health issues but refuse to open their mouth and say something because they feel it makes them less human. Nobody's going to be able to help you. And how can you help yourself if you are quiet about things? Hey, Angel, blessings. You got some people that really suffer in silence and will not open their mouth. But with the way society is being brainwashed to believe you're not a human being and you don't have feelings, some people are just keeping things bottled up inside instead of just coming out and saying what's really on their mind. I see you, Scorpio lady. Blessings. I'm going to put a number up in a minute. Actually, hold on. Put this number up now. And I don't care how corny it may seem. I don't find it corny, especially when it's situations where I'm about to go with it next. Um, Give me a second, y'all. Hey, Hammer Nation, blessings. There's a number in the chat. I was trying to put it on the screen, but I'm not going to all that tonight. That number is for any woman or anybody who is really going through any type of domestic abuse or violence. Again, this ain't the time to be silent about certain things. I see you, Hammer Nation. Blessings. I'm going to say it like this again. That number is there in case anybody is going through any type of domestic violence or abuse. Again, it shouldn't be tolerated, accepted, or anything. And some people are going to have to understand you're going to have to open your mouth in these type of situations. You can't keep suffering in silence. If you know for a fact you don't enjoy the fact of being beaten or any of them situations, you need to speak up and say something and get far away from the danger as possible. And that's something you really have to understand. This is not a laughing matter no more. Same thing with mental health. If you know you having certain issues, you need to come out and say something. And also, in the same token, you can't disrespect the people who are trying to help you. Can't lash out at them. None of that. Because if these people are genuinely trying to help you, you should be able to accept that. It's nothing funny about keeping things bottled up. Trust me, I know. I kept a lot of things bottled up to a point where I almost went off the deep end. Like I said, lucky enough to catch myself, to see where it was going and where it was headed. Sometimes you're gonna have to open up your mouth and say something. Even if it ain't a close friend or family member, sometimes it's good to just get that out. Then again, you should not be suffering in silence at all. You know you want to see better things, you're gonna have to be part of that. I could put you in a good position, but you gotta maintain and sustain that good position. And all in all, sorry, just there's no need for the suffering. No more for it. No more time for it. Not in this time. You gotta definitely start coming together and start giving these people the healing that they need. And some people just are gonna have to accept that sometimes you're gonna get help even from the most, how can I say it? You're gonna get help from people that you wasn't even gonna expect to get help from. But if they really want to see you, in a better position and in a better mind state, you gotta let them help. Prime example, if you know you being abused and you know you got friends and family that's willing to go to bat and help you, you need to let that happen. You can't sit here and expect somebody to help you, but then you going right back to the same crazy situations. It never ends up well. Oh, and salute. Like I said, stop suffering in silence. If you know you having certain issues, get out and say something. And again, I don't see how some of y'all could go back and forth to the same old madness if you know for a fact you're hurting. Don't make no sense. That number is in the chat for a reason. And if it ain't in there, I'll put it right back in there. Because again, you would want to be happy in life and not suffering. And some people are suffering because they feel like nobody has their back. Some people feel like they don't understand the ramifications that's going on and it's something that they did. No, it's nothing that you did. It's what you didn't do. And sometimes you can't put yourself in these situations where it could mean your life. You know, again, there's no need to suffer in silence, ladies and gentlemen too. Sorry. Like I said, it works on both aspects. It's time to stop suffering in silence. We got to stop worrying about how society thinks help is supposed to happen. Got to stop letting them influence help from happening. And some of these people are going to have to understand that too. You always going to have ignorance. So of course, some people are going to want to see hurt and pain. But you're supposed to be strong enough to get through that pain too, especially if you got the right people helping. Yo, really salute, bro. Like I said, you gotta take that for what it is. Nothing worse than sitting there and just letting things happen and you don't say nothing. That's the worst feeling in the world. That's almost less. That's almost being less of a human being. You know, And you have some situations that could be avoided, but in the same token, some situations just can't be avoided. And again, you got to be willing and strong and able to understand if you're in a situation that you know it's not good for you and it could be a dire situation, you need to get up and leave. First things first, like I said, if you dealing with somebody and they trying to get you to stop having contact with friends, family, or even just trying to be like just overall overbearing in your life, that's a red flag right there. See, like right now, if y'all hear some screaming and yelling, this is part of the reason why I'm doing this live too, because it goes with what I'm saying. Some people claim that they're unhappy and want to move on, and then the same token, you still taking the same people back. That's a behavior that has to stop. If you know you unhappy, if you know for a fact it ain't working, get the fuck out of Dodge before it becomes too late. No type of physical abuse should be tolerated. No type of verbal abuse should be tolerated. And if you are going through those type of things, you need to man up and you need to actually stand up for your rights. You need to. You never let nobody, and I mean nobody, dictate or determine how your life runs. You dictate that. You're supposed to live your life the way you see fit. And if you're supposed to be happy, then you're supposed to keep yourself somewhere where you happy. I fall damn near muted my mic. But like I said, if you unhappy in certain situations, just get your mind clear. Figure out exactly what you want to do, especially after you get up out of Dodge. And sometimes it's going to be hard to move on, especially if you already been through some of that cycle. It's going to be a hard task for you to try to move on and trust anything, but you can't think that everybody is out to harm you or hurt you. Yo, Cherokee, salute. Right now, I'm about to start hearing some screaming again. Keep in mind, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Domestic situations that don't need to happen. And if you're unhappy, move forward. And see, the problem is too, some people don't know how to move forward. I'm about to hear some shit right now. And this has been every other week. So you know this is getting annoying. And at some point, I'm going to snap my damn self. I'm dead ass. Oh, this is a sad reality about things. And everybody at some point is hearing or going through some shit right now in their neighborhood. And at some point, some people are getting tired of this shit too. And this is why I said sometimes you're just going to have to be the bigger person and intervene. Even when you don't want to, you're going to have to sometimes. But my all in all is, how could you go through the back and forth every day? Just how? Lil Mario, salute. Blackout, salute. Y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. I ain't going to be on here but for so long, too. I think I need to calm the fuck down. And at some point, I am going to start playing some music because this is something I be talking about. If you know you're unhappy in certain senses, like I said, just keep it pushing. It's not hard to just say, look, tried, this ain't working, let's go our separate ways. And some people don't understand that. Listen, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Stop trying to force something that you know ain't going to work. And why even try to force it? If it didn't work the first time naturally, don't try to force something now. Hold on one second. Let me do this the right way. Think I gotta do this the right way. Hold on. Uh-huh. That's the number up there in case anybody is really going through that, or if you know somebody who could be going through that. Sometimes they're gonna need that extra help and support. Some of y'all just don't know how severe this shit could get. And then those of you that know how severe it could get, you need to intervene, especially if you know you can help somebody. You see, with me, the only reason why I might intervene at some point is because this becomes annoying, especially the days, even if I'm not working. You think a nigga don't want to try to sleep? They don't want to hear that shit? That should have drive a nigga to fucking start getting crazy. Because at the end of the fucking day, it's like, my nigga, it's no way in the hell you can tell me you can still put up with certain shit on either end. Like I said, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Some situations occur because if both of y'all fucking drinking, y'all not clearly hearing each other. Everything is just aggression, especially if you drunk. And let's just keep it a buck. This shit is crazy. Nah, old because I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing that should be tolerated, period. And it needs to stop being tolerated. Like I said, it's just gonna be some things you're gonna have to stand on and be vocal about. It's time for that. Look how many people done lost their lives because they were suffering in silence. Not just women, men too. Because of jealous people or because of obsessive people, obsessive compulsives, all of that. And then some people, like I said, if if people are sitting here giving you the overall warnings, you need to listen sometimes. You have to listen. Just like I said, you're suffering from any type of mental health crisis and you feel you can get the help, don't suffer in silence, nigga. Go get it. Oh shit, I see you, sis. That's what's up. You about to turn up for the rest of the damn holiday season. That's what's up. Now don't worry, we definitely gonna get to some music. Like I said, I just feel like this need to get out. And that's why that number is standing up there clear as day. At some point, all this shit gonna have to stop. As a community, certain things we're gonna have to stop allowing. And that's just the overall fact. And Some people, it's a scary notion, but you're still gonna have to stand on something. Gonna have to. I'm sorry. You know, you cannot continue to go through the madness and then expect your life to be any happier or better. And then why continue to keep messing up your mental? Why continue to keep bringing the stress upon yourself when you could just open your mouth and stand up for what you believe in and stand up for your rights? And if a certain red flags you need to be aware of, you need to be aware of it. I don't care how much you might think you infatuated with somebody or could be in love with somebody. You still need to make sure that person got your overall interest left and right. I see you, Platty. Blessings. Maybach, you already know. Salute, bro. The word, you already know, my guy. I said, should not be accepted no more. Nobody should be suffering in silence no matter what it is. That's just like for the kids right there. I'm gonna say it like this, and this is a public service announcement to the youngins who might be going through that too. If you know you being abused at home at any way, shape, or form, and we ain't saying the normal punishments. Let me break this down. If you are seriously being abused in any way, shape, or form to where it could possibly jeopardize your life, you need to call that number two. Trust me. Or call ACS. And if you're going to call ACS, you make sure you call them for the right reasons and not for bullshit reasons that could have a unwanted case. These numbers are usually for people who are in this type of dire situations. But some people refuse to hit those numbers or say anything. Because again, society has made it seem like it's impossible for somebody to get the fucking help they need and not look weak. That's a fucking sad mind state that needs to stop too. And it's the truth. About to hear this shit right now. I just want you to hear this and see why you got me hearing the way I'm hearing. Now, see, if this was me 10 years ago, not to be funny, I wouldn't even be sitting here talking to y'all now. I'd probably be sitting behind a rock somewhere because that would have drove me to just say, oh, y'all got to go. But I can't think like that. I cannot think like that. But this is my thing, too, again. If you know you are sick and tired of certain things, why keep putting that on yourselves? Oh, hey, let me tell you something, bro. I was talking like this when I was young to a degree. I might have been a wild boy, but when I had my serious talk, oh yeah, I was on it. And you can say whatever it is you wanted to say, but it was truth. Truth and knowledge and no type of fucking felonious bullshit. And again, that number gonna stay up there just in case. If somebody knows somebody that could fucking use that number and that help, especially if they don't have direct friends or family that could fucking intervene. Nobody should fucking feel alone. Nobody should feel caged in, especially in their own fucking circumference. Shit like that just needs to stop. Angel, I ain't messing with you. See, there you go. You always saying some shit. No, but it's the truth though. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The old me would have definitely caught a body just now and wasn't that kid. just because it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Why you want to hear that shit back and forth day in and day out? And if you, like I said, we can't agree to disagree and get the fuck away from each other. See, some of y'all gonna have to stop accepting and learning certain behaviors. Straight up. Some of you men just love to go back with bullshit. Y'all gotta stop entangling in that shit. You wanna have some people that are toxic. And it's not just the men that be toxic. You got women too that are toxic like that. And like I said, at some point, when is enough enough? And I know it's hard for some weak-minded people to try to get away from certain situations, but if you know you stern and strong, that you know you come from a background where you came from a bunch of fighters, you better fucking stand up and do what you gotta do. Like nobody try to dictate your life or try to do anything to compromise your life. You're supposed to be happy while you here. Supposed to be happy and not in fear. Just saying. Some people think it's hard to fucking come up here and bring real life shit and real life spit. It ain't that hard. Like I said, clear as day. Just heard all that bullshit and I ain't even fully opened my door. So what does that tell you? It ain't hard to bring content when half of the shit that you're talking about you're witnessing or seeing it. Yet I digress. That number is up there for a reason. And this live should actually be shared too. This is a clear indication of what I'm talking about. Right now, at some point, that fight is going to spew into the hallway. And I just hope you don't knock nowhere near my door. Because at this point, you both might get knocked out. And I'm not stern on that, but I could be sometimes. I'm trying not to choose violence this week. I see you, Tanya. Blessings. And I appreciate you for dropping those links in there, Angel. Hey, Ivy, blessings. It's like I said, shit is crazy, man. And in society, I'm living in real time. So it ain't hard to bring fucking real lyrics and real topics. And the lyric of life is literally sitting there telling me right now, keep that number up there. Oh shit, I fucked up. Wait a minute. I messed up, y'all. Wait, I could get it back. I could rebuild it. Yeah, I could rebuild it. There we go. I could rebuild it. Because I'm leaving that up there for a reason. Because like I said, at some point, somebody will be taking this number. This is not a laughing matter no more. And this is not something that should be taken lying down. Some people cannot have selective outrage when it comes to certain situations, especially when it comes to that. Suffering in silence is a no-go. Kids shouldn't suffer in silence. Adults shouldn't suffer in silence. And even people with mental health on any aspect of that spectrum should not suffer in silence. Like I said, nothing worse than thinking that you're alone in the world. And even if you do got people that do love and care for you, if your mind is set like that, that's a scary notion. And that's a real sign that you need real psychiatric help. You're going to definitely need some sort of evaluation, counseling, whatever. Like I said, it doesn't make you less of a human being for getting the help that you know you could possibly need. Hey, Drea, blessings. I don't know if you're new here or not, but blessings, sis. Liz B, you already. Blessings. I see you, LeBlue. Salute and blessings to everybody who came in. Just tuned in, hit the like button. But that number is staying up there again because at some point, somebody will end up having to take that number. This is something that definitely needs to be stepped on, nipped in the butt. Any type of abuse where anybody is suffering in silence, it needs to stop. The man upstairs did not put you here to let anybody stop your glory. Period. You're supposed to live your life the way you see fit. And if you know you want to be happy, healthy, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You're supposed to put yourself in that situation. And don't put yourself into a situation where you're going to compromise your mental health. You're going to compromise your physical health and all of that. And when you suffer in silence, even if you get out of a situation, if you don't open your mouth or if you don't put your best foot forward and try to get yourself back in that right circumference, that's always going to be a problem, no matter what relationship you get in. And again, if you know you're going to need that professional help, there's nothing wrong with getting that. Stop worrying about what society thinks. Stop worrying about what other people think and worry about your happiness. Worry about your mental health. Worry about all of that. Because trust me, this world is getting even more wicked and crucial. And you're going to need that safety net. You see what I'm talking about? Right now, I could have been playing music and you would have been hearing them do the music. That's why I'm going to wait a minute. Because I'm definitely going to play some music at a minute. I need to calm down because I'm telling you, the old me didn't give two shits. That's how triggered I used to be. The simplest thing make me go off like that because you get tired of it. Like, how many times you want to keep going through the same old peanut butter and jelly felonious bullshit before you understand that it's time for you to move on and be happy? The fuck is wrong with y'all people? Sorry to say it like that. Sometimes I want to come off, you know, shit don't make no sense. And then this is what I'm saying. Now I can be honest, even though this person is not hitting her back, still, why go through the bullshit? Why y'all always going through something? Make it make sense. And then it's like, yo, I don't know. That's why I said some things you can get with, some things you can't. Angel, you keep talking crap. You keep on, lady. Keep on. You already on punishment. Keep on. I think you owe me some damn cookies or something too. So I don't think you should be talking, Miss Lady. Yeah. Oh yeah, if y'all ain't do something by now, drop links, show each other some love. And if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This should definitely be shared because like I said, at what point do you want to stand up and put that to the end? It's just like I said, at some point, everybody somewhere is hearing some sort of madness like this going on. And it's not just in one home, it could be in multiple homes. But you don't think that shit get annoying? You don't think that shit gives effects on people? And again, sometimes both parties are going to have to understand if y'all know it's a toxic situation, move the fuck away from each other. Stay the fuck away from each other before it becomes something crazier than you need it to be. Now, some of you fellas, trust me, some of you fellas got to stop putting yourselves in these positions too. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to have to really grab life by the balls and really just make your move forward. You're going to have to. Sorry to say it like that. In some situations, even when it's on the male perspective of that type of situation, it ain't that much in the world I'm going to need from somebody before I have to go through all of that. And vice versa. You ain't doing right, you shouldn't be doing the wildest shit, period. Like I said, it goes a lot. It goes from a multitude of ways. It's a lot to think about, though. But then this is what I'm saying. You're sitting over here catching a performance right now. And just like I was saying, instead of a conversation that could have just, I've seen some people break up and have a civil conversation. I've seen some people move away from each other and have a civil conversation. Then I've seen situations like this where you want to get all the dramatics, all the screaming and hollering. Nobody's understanding each other. Nothing is getting across but anger and hatred. So again, both know you're unhappy. You know why the fuck you keep getting back together. And it don't matter if either one of y'all abusing each other or y'all just arguing. At some point, y'all fuck up the dynamics. And some things you're just gonna have to understand. Again, the heart is nothing to be played with. And if you play around with the wrong person's heart, you're gonna get some shit right behind it. Hey, Mary B. Blessings. Like I said, you just gotta really take that into consideration. And that number is staying up there until I end this live. Because like I said, nobody should be suffering in silence on all ends, even when it comes to the kids. Again, for some of y'all youngins, if y'all know y'all going through it, no need to suffer in silence. Doesn't matter if they family, friends, whoever. When you see something, you say something. When you go through something, you say something. You don't hold that in. Again, God did not put you here for somebody else to stifle your life. And you still have a chance to do certain things in life. And if every day is a blessing that you are here, you need to start getting on the forefront and saying something. You're gonna have to stand up for your own happiness at some point. You're gonna have to stand up for your rights, period, as a human being, because nobody should even try to treat you like a dog, period. I was always taught that shit. I was always taught you're not supposed to do certain things like that. And I don't care how raw it sounds. I'm keeping it hood. You don't play with people's heart. And then again, too, you can't allow your heart to be played with neither. Again, hence why I said you can't suffer in silence. You're not supposed to allow any of that type of thing. Because again, that's adding extra mental stress and physical stress. You know, and this is what I'm saying. The longest argument I ever heard in my life. Wait a minute. Did you pop up in here at some point? Let me see. Yeah, you know what's crazy? And I appreciate y'all that are tuned in right now. Because like I said, this is a critical situation right here. At some point, you about to hear me even get mad because I'll be really ready to tweak on both of them. Because this has been something that's been going on for a little minute. But I'm just like, if you can't be on again, off again if it's going to be toxic like that. Y'all might as well just leave each other and move the fuck forward in life. Yeah, this is why I said I got part of my mother instinct. My moms would have been them bust one of them niggas in their head already when that mattered. The fuck is wrong with y'all? See, like right now, if I'd have been sleeping right now and I had to be to work in the next hour or so, that right there would have drove me to drink and drove me to probably lose my cool. But my balance is where it's at. It's not even just about me. It's not just like I'm the only person on this floor. It's a bunch of people on this floor. Some of these people have kids. Again, this is what I'm saying. Just things like that you gotta take into consideration. And this is happening almost any and everywhere. So don't get it twisted. But that's just me, period. Sometimes I ain't gonna be sleeping anyway. I don't know if you new to the channel, Ty, but if you are new to the channel, like I said, if the event you still going through that, that number's up there. I'm saying it's time as a community to start coming together and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks about what should be the norm. It's normal to get some help when you need it. It's normal to ask for help when you need it, period. That doesn't make you less of a human being. That don't make you stupid. None of that. That just means you needed help at a time, especially when it could have got critical. If I do something nice, am I supposed to keep throwing it in your face? No. I did something nice and I'm gonna keep it pushing from there. That's up to you if you're gonna keep talking about it. All right, no doubt. Well, welcome to the Royal Kingdom. And I do want to give you fair warning, sis. I'm raw. Definitely raw. So it is what it is. Old head, a couple people that have been in this chat that know me personally and tell you I'm a good friend. I don't just be talking out my ass. No, I speak with purpose. And they'll tell you the same thing. I'm a good friend until you cross me one way or another. And then after that, y'all get portions of what the fuck could happen. So, all in all, you already know. I ain't got no choice but to keep it real when it comes to just bringing these topics. Carlos, salute. What's good, Jive, Turkey? I forgot it's still Wednesday. Happy hump day, y'all. Shit. See, watch. Mm-hmm. Fucking retarded. Yo, Craig, salute, man. See? This is why I be saying that number is up there for a reason. And that's for anybody that's going through that. Because it's a two-way street with this situation, but it still gives you a clear indication and notion of why certain shit shouldn't be accepted no more. Period. You was just outside and I both got this is what I'm saying. Shit like that is toxic. And if you know it's that toxic, y'all need to just get the fuck away from each other. Again. Well, bro, happy holidays to everybody. So I'll be laughing. You see why I gotta laugh sometimes? And not because of that matter. I laugh because I already know myself. If I don't, it's critical. And lucky for me, I stayed with this good old mason jar. Because this is another stress reliever that actually, yeah, it actually works. Especially when you gotta deal with the day ins and day outs. Not just with this, just shit in general. Some people expect you to come on here and be a fake phony. Yeah, I can't do that. And even if I had made whatever mistakes, does that make me less of a fucking human being? Nope. Still standing on the things I need to stand on day in and day out. Everybody in life has learned some sort of lesson. Hey, Anita, blessings. Hope all is well with you today, sis. Like I said, you come here, you're gonna get these type of talks. You're gonna get these type of situations. You see this number still is not moved yet, right? Because I'm adamant about that. No need to keep suffering in silence on any level, whether it's domestic, doesn't matter. Even with family situations, again, if you know you are in situations, the number is up there. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it is good to cry, no matter what people may say. You only just releasing all of that stress and tension that's been building up. And sometimes you need that. That cleanses your soul. I don't care what you say about that. That's just how I overall feel about it. Because at times you will be holding in the most of the most. And when it's time to let it out, hey, it feels good. It's really a stress reliever. It takes that ball off your chest. Like I said, there's just some things in this society that should no longer be accepted and should really be stood on. And if you don't believe so, then we're going to continue to keep losing this type of fight. How many people suffered in silence even to their own death because they felt everybody was going to make fun or people wasn't going to believe them or people was just going to shun them like it was their fault. Yeah, this is shit that should not be accepted no more. Any aspect of the game. No suffer the silence. Not from mental, not from this, none of that. It should stop. I really feel like that. It should stop. And the reason why I say it should stop is because you got to think about it too. Some people, it actually triggers them. It actually triggers them to end up doing something that they wouldn't normally do. But in the same token, it's ridiculous, especially towards the holiday. Some of y'all understand this too, like I said this morning. During the holidays, you're gonna have some people going through it. If you know they going through it or possibly going through it, you need to be there as much as possible and show that love like you're supposed to. Time. It's really time now. See, the old me would have already been triggered. I'd have dropped this phone already. Y'all have just heard some wild shit. That part of me been left. And for good reason. Because it wasn't no nobody was gonna be able to tell me nothing. It just would have had to happen. Hence why I say you got some people who should not be suffering in silence, even when it comes to social media as well too. Like I said in the previous lives, if you know you possibly got a story that can at least bring awareness any of that type of shit, you might as well bring it. Fuck what the hater gotta say. Because at the end of the day, you should be doing it not just for yourself. You should be doing that for those who probably already suffered or could be on the verge of suffering. And any type of awareness is good awareness. Don't ever get that twisted. Knowledge is definitely key. And a lot of y'all are not using your overall common knowledge. Some of y'all just allowing certain things to transpire and you're not taking a second bat at it. And again, if this was the old me, then you notice it wouldn't have been no more yelling. Like that's how adamant I would have been about that. But God is good. So I just feel that part of the game needs to stop. You go and do it. Come out and say something. You can't expect things in life to change for the better if you're not going to stand up for yourself neither. There's nothing wrong with trying to get you a little support system. Like I said, nobody's perfect. But my thing is, nobody should also have to suffer neither. And nobody, and I mean nobody, should have to go to any type of abuse, period. Don't care if it's physical, mental, none of that. Nor women, nor kids, nor men, especially the real men, should have to go through any of that. And like I said earlier, some of y'all men are going to have to just start opening your mouths and saying exactly what you want and what you need. Fuck how it makes you look. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. With this type of topic right here, it I hope that this is a clear invitation on what should happen from now on. Things are just gonna have to definitely change for the better. It's gonna have to. Because this is the type of shit that should never be accepted in the first place. Should have never been accepted. A lot of these thinkings and teachings and ways are gonna definitely have to we're gonna have to eliminate them. Because to this day it's still plaguing some people. Nothing worse than ignorance. It's nothing worse than just ignorance alone. It's nothing worse than that. Ignorance and hate. But all in all, just come on now. Some of y'all gonna have to really get it together. Can't sit here and defer from dreams and everything else neither. If you feel life should be lived a certain way, then you need to live it to the fullest and let nobody stop that. If you know you're gonna need that help, especially if you already been through something that was trying and traumatic, get the help. Doesn't matter at all costs, get the help. Because you're not understanding that if you don't get the help, sometimes you could go a step further. And that could lead to suicide. That could lead to you just wilding out and doing something just because of all of that compression. Sometimes you're going to have to let it out. And sometimes you're going to have to vent, whether it's to somebody that you trust, or sometimes you're just going to have to let it out while you're by yourself. Sometimes it's good to go somewhere by yourself and scream and let all of that shit out. Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Yeah, your boy a loose cannon, so don't ever get it twisted. On the ways in life, certain things just ain't worth it. Sometimes you just gonna have to vent and let that shit out the right way. But you can't suffer in silence neither. And again, sometimes you're gonna have to get a strong support system behind you. And if you claiming that you friends, relatives, all that good shit, and guess what? You need to get it together. Get it together. You know somebody might be suffering. You need to step in and help best way possible. This is something like I said that I could to. I was going to do a little open panel tonight. I really just I gotta calm down. Just like I said, the old me went in that game too shit. Both of them would have to go. You fucking with my mental right degree. And yet I'm up. So yeah. Like I said, content ain't that fucking hard to bring. It's just as crazy. Platty, I'm gonna get you some sandpaper so this way you ain't gotta worry about crying no more. Matter of fact, we're gonna give you sandpaper eyes. There will be no more crying in this damn kingdom from you. Oh man. What I'm saying. Sometimes you just fuck a punching bag, Craig. Sometimes you know the fucking situation is toxic. You just gotta get the fuck away from it. So it's just that simple. Why continue to keep going through the back and forth madness, and then some people don't know how to fucking people just don't know how to handle those situations. Shouldn't have to be that way. Again, if you allow somebody to dictate any type of happiness or freedom in your life, then you have a clear problem. If some people know you got people, look, again, you're gonna have to just listen to people and listen to reason when somebody tell you, I don't think you should get with this person. They because they might want to get with that person. No, they could be telling you something because they feel in their gut something is wrong. And you're gonna have to understand that. Yeah, you want to be happy in life. You want to be happy and free, but how much is that really worth if you put yourself in the wrong situation? Yeah, I think I'm coming back with some music in a minute, y'all. This part two most likely to happen, give or take Friday, because there's definitely different aspects and parameters of this, and I'm gonna be giving this work, like I said. So this could possibly happen during the afternoon, probably before the poetry night. Probably happen tomorrow. I ain't getting away from that. And that number still stood up there, as you see. Don't take that lightly. Right now, as we speak, somebody's going through it. And you'll never know if you ain't really keeping your ears in tune. And if you physically seeing certain things and certain changes in people, that's a clear indication you need to figure out what's going on. And if they could be suffering in silence, you need to help them the best way possible. Yeah, I wasn't going to be on here, but for so long, I definitely need to finish this off tomorrow. 'Cause right now, I can't even fully think now. It's kind of bringing me back to my old ways. So if y'all really thought I was going to be sitting here beefing about shit or getting mad about shit on this internet, you bugging. When I got shit in real time, I'm really mad at and about to get on. So again, this is a different type of content creator. Not going to like certain things that come out my mouth. Going to feel sometimes I'm too abrasive. But the one thing I am going to tell you, it doesn't matter how you may feel, because feelings pass. When there's truth and there's actual knowledge and observation that's being brought, and there's topics like this that really should be spoken about, oh, you won't get this. As long as that awareness is being brought, that's supposed to be the most important thing, right? Yeah, see, I had fun with this one. You would try to be funny at this time frame. Oh, I know that. I'm good. I'm good all around the board. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, if I wouldn't have let certain cancers and certain things go back in the day, your boy wouldn't be sitting here talking today. Trust me. This is real life shit. Ain't nobody got time to be entertaining. Nothing I don't need to entertain. But I am going to give you what I'm going to give you. It's just raw and uncut. It shouldn't matter. If I talk to you like a Rhodes Scholar, and it shouldn't matter to you if I'm talking like the most gutterest of trash, it's supposed to be the. As you see, that number's still sitting up there for those who might need it. And pass that along. That is real fucking spit right there. My the part two will be an open panel though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I know at some point somebody will have something. These are the things that people need to hear and be aware of. And we know sometimes things are going to be too touchy to talk on. But then again, if you don't speak on it, you suffer in the silence. And then you don't know somebody in real time is suffering in silence. It's about bringing that awareness out regardless. Don't let nothing not said go over your head. Clear indentations on things that need to change as a whole in the community. And we want to have to start from every crevice so we get it right. You know? What do you want to cry for? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, but no, I'm good. Don't let the voice fool you. I'm still good. Like I said, if I wouldn't have let go of certain cancers, oh, it'd have been over with. But I did that for good reason. And yeah, you're gonna go through your little everyday normal stresses, but you don't need to silence neither. Times getting hard. Sometimes things might be looking. It's not hard to really get out and talk to your people, especially if you know for a fact you need them. And like I said, real friends and family, regardless to what, it don't matter if it's 5 minutes out the day. They ain't gonna never push you away for nothing. Again, don't be the one suffering in silence. Oh, well, stop making fun of yourself. Ain't no more crying in here, son. Oh, Scorpio lady, don't talk. You was crying too. I know Paco was crying too. Big Paco. Oh man. I mean myself hurt again. Damn you, Scorpio lady. Shouldn't have even told me that shit. Fuck my head up right now. Poor little Paco. Paco don't suffer in silence neither. No, but come on. For all that, really see that number up there, I'm dead ass. You're gonna need that. Oh, hey, that's because you be dropping phones and doing. Never mind. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone today. Like I said, don't take that lightly neither, because you might know somebody who's going through that. Whether you personally know them or not, you still should be passing that word along. Nah, but I'm not gonna lie to you. My bad. Keep trying to tell people when I'm doing my thing, I ain't answering no phones. Um, but all in all, like I said, Angel, I ain't messing with you. See, you starting your shit. See, now just for that, you about to get your wish. You might as well just leave me alone. I'm coming back in a minute, y'all. I think I gotta alleviate the mind. I'm gonna alleviate my mind right now. I'm coming back with the tunes. Some of y'all gonna have to put your dance shoes on. Oh, hey, you stupid? Yeah, I ain't fucking with y'all, bro. Yeah. But all in all, that number's still up there. And for those that are new to the channel, if you didn't share it, at least share that number. Again, whether you know the person or not, anybody could be suffering in silence. It's time for it to stop. Like I said, part two we'll definitely do tomorrow. And I'm gonna leave that as an open panel. For those who might have somebody or might know somebody who want to share something, there ain't no judgment here. There's no nothing here. If anything, you bring in awareness. And if anything, that's cleansing your soul to a degree because you're gonna need that. Don't hold in no burdens. No. I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in for this serious part. because we definitely gonna do part two tomorrow, and I'm gonna set a reminder for that. Um, Shout outs to the replay game. You see now I got quiet. See now I got quiet. All that shit would have been stopped after the first young. Shout outs to the replay game. Y'all already know anytime y'all in here is always love in here, is always peace and blessings in here. I'm gonna be honest with you. This part of the live might be over. I think I'll be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, I think I need to unwind, son. It's about that motherfucking time. All you're gonna get here is real talks and real topics, and this is what we're gonna do. And again, part two tomorrow, and we still having poetry night. Don't get it twisted, baby. Appreciate y'all for all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Oh, we coming back. I think we're gonna be back in 2.5. Just gotta log in. We're gonna get some music in. I ain't gonna go wild crazy and they start being huff. But we do need to mellow out a little bit. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes. And until the next live, y'all, we out of here. Peace and blessings.